Hi everybody, my name is Trevor Rodenhurst. I'm the Chief Constable of Bedfordshire Police. Working closely with our communities is really important to us, and a big part of that involves working with schools and colleges. And one of the companies that help us do that is Att10tive. They are really successful at delivering interactive workshops across schools and colleges across Luton and Bedfordshire, and we've been working on that with them since 2016. They're really successful at doing this, and in fact, in order to do that, they've recruited a number of youth ambassadors who are really talented young people who help the police to shape the messages they deliver and also ensure that we connect really well with young people. They also help us with our independent scrutiny panels, so when you see the police using stop and search, I want the public to know that these youth ambassadors sit on our independent scrutiny panels and they look at how we use our powers using body-worn video. They also do that for our use of force and in fact how we conduct professional standards investigations into our own staff. They're involved in some really important work such as knife crime and gangs projects that they help us create the right messaging and really make that connect with young people. I'd just like to say a big shout out for Att10tive. They do some really important work. Their youth ambassadors are incredible young people, and I just would like to give a shout out and promote the work they do across our county and say thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Adil Bashir and I'm a Director, Training Coordinator and Mentor at Att10tive. In 2016, Att10tive was established by a Managing Director, Montel, to provide a more engaged way of learning. And this was done through workshops and active participation, recognising that people learn by doing. This was to enhance their creative skills and learning journey.
Let me talk you through the Att10tive journey and how Att10tive came about. The name Att10tive means paying attention and just being attentive. Many people, for whatever reason, think that we are a youth organisation. We're a training organisation. And an interesting fact, for the first year and a half, we didn't have any young people involved in the organisation. So what type of workshops do we do here at Att10tive? The very first ones included reflect and rethink, and that included unconscious bias, and to invite people to challenge their own consciousness.
Now let's hear from some of our colleagues who have helped lead and co-create the Att10tive experience.
Hello, I am Julia Popularek, one of the executive assistants here at Att10tive Social Enterprise.
My name's Laurel and I'm an ex-youth ambassador at Att10tive and I'm currently a software engineer at Vodafone.
My name is Taneem and I'm currently a first year student at university studying law.
My name is Naiba and I joined Att10tive in May of 2022.
My name is Nando Sheikh. I am 18 years old and I have been an Att10tive Youth Ambassador for 2 years.
My name is Amber, I am 19 and I am one of the team leaders here at Att10tive.
Tara Chowdhury and I'm the Deputy Team Leader at Att10tive.
I'm Ruth and I first heard of Att10tive through an assembly given on my sixth form.
I got in touch with Montel, got offered an interview and have been involved with Att10tive ever since then.
I wanted to gain work experience and that's when I found out about Att10tive and I decided to join.
I wanted to get involved and then I went through the whole process, met Montel and yeah, got involved with Att10tive and it was the best decision I made.
I wasn't originally planning on becoming a youth ambassador, but when I kind of saw how much I had learned in such a short space of time, I said why not? And I'm so glad I did because I have learned so much.
One of my favourite projects that we've done at Att10tive so far has been the one I had the pleasure to manage, which is called I Am Unique. It happened earlier this year in 2023 and it was an arts-based project around diversity, inclusion and individual identity. We did that in collaboration with 5 Luton schools.
We are guides navigating our fate.
We had artworks and poetry from youth ambassadors as well at the event.
We are unique.
So it was really fulfilling to see all of that come together, hence why it's my favourite project.
I participated in a project called Couples and Communities, in which I did a presentation in front of around 50 police officers.
Within the presentation, we were talking about the relationship between young people and the police.
My personal favourite project that I was involved with was learning chess and making videos doing chess, where Montel was teaching us chess and then we eventually was teaching each other.
I wasn't really interested in policing, but after joining Att10tive and the JPS panel, which is the Joint Protective Services, I was really fascinated about improving the relationship between young people and the police.
Being radio host and lead coordinator for our youthology radio show, I was able to first come on as a guest, and I was able to really enjoy it, since something I've always wanted to do is start my own podcast.
PCC and I remember I was very nervous, but overall it was amazing.
And also getting involved with the poetry, which I was really passionate about. I enjoyed poetry, meeting Jen as well, she was amazing teaching us poetry, and then getting to the point where I could perform poetry on the day that we did the I Am Unique exhibition.
Getting the opportunity to go with Montel to get to meet King Charles III, along with other influential figures in Luton.
I think some of my favourite memories in Att10tive are literally the most basic things, like having team meetings in person where you kind of get together with the team and sit down and speak about what you're working on, etc.
Or delivering workshops. This is where we work together with a team to show what we do in schools and colleges.
First time I ever delivered a Couples and Communities Prezi to police officers. It was an eye-opening experience, as I got so much feedback and it was so incredible to see it happen in front of my eyes.
It has helped me gain a lot of skills such as teamwork, confidence, and one of the most important ones, teamwork.
Att10tive is an amazing opportunity to get yourself out there, to learn skills, transferable skills that you can take everywhere throughout your whole life.
Although I was reluctant, I ended up taking the plunge and going through to go with Att10tive.
Confidence just comes from convincing yourself that you can do what you can do, because you definitely can, and at Att10tive you get given the opportunity to do that.
My advice for young people is that it's important to take the opportunities that are around you. A lot of people will miss those opportunities, but it's important that you yourself take the initiative.
Being Att10tive has been such a rewarding experience, and I enjoy it every single day to be able to kind of help the wider community. I hope to be here for many, many more years.
I just want to say thank you so much to the Att10tive team, especially Montel, for all the opportunities that he has given us.
Definitely, if you're thinking about joining Att10tive, I would recommend it highly.
If your mind can conceive it and your heart can believe it, then you definitely can achieve it.
And during this time, we have delivered on our ethos: educate, engage and empower. Let's hear from some of those who have been instrumental in making this happen and who have benefited from the Att10tive experience.
My name is Neka. I'm one of the directors at AUK Radio here in Luton. We started working with Att10tive in 2021 when we had some of the young people, young ambassadors join AUK and started presenting. They started as presenters and they run their own show.
My name is Matthew Bushnell. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of Mary Seacole Housing Association. We primarily work with people experiencing homelessness. However, we offer many community initiatives, one of which is our youth interventions programs. And this is where our work aligns with Att10tive. Over the last 2 years, I've been working closely with Montel and his team on a project commissioned by Luton Borough Council's Fairness Task Force. The project is about young persons' perceptions of the police, challenging the perceptions, educating young people, but also educating the police on how young people view them and how they can make a difference in their lives.
Hello, my name's Jeremy Heath. I'm the Deputy Head Teacher at Patteridge High School. We've been working with Montel and Att10tive for about 3 to 4 years now on a range of different projects. Initially, they've come in to deliver on community behaviours to all of our students and look at ways in which we can make Luton a safer place. Additionally, he's been working very closely with our diversity, equity and inclusion ambassadors to ensure that we create an inclusive environment within not only Patteridge High School but within our local community.
Now, what does our Managing Director think?
Let me share with you some key principles. The first principle is people learn by having fun. The second principle is a lot of people are creative. And the third principle is there's lots of individual personalised needs. And some people have ADHD, dyslexia, or other learning issues. What that means is the way that we normally teach people doesn't work for everyone. Very early on, you need to give people an activity to express what they think. Then you need to give people the opportunity of being creative. And then for those people who are more auditory, allow them to speak. You must break down every session into bite-sized chunks to allow people to engage in their learning. The next type of workshops included life skills, then presentation skills, and then employability skills, but in a completely different way. We then moved on to workshops around behaviour and how people acted around and for each other. And they included workshops around, for example, be safe, keeping people safe. The projects included Luton to me, One Luton, Looking Through the Window, Community Cohesion Through Cuisine, Stop and Think, I Am Unique.
We're just people. We're trying to do a really difficult job, and we've got lots of people that make up that, and the only way that we're going to succeed is by working together.
To name a few. We like to focus upon individual people, or people from certain areas, or from people from certain backgrounds who may feel left out, or left behind, or not included, to give them an opportunity to come forward. That's where the vision of Att10tive came from, what we do in terms of our projects, what we do in terms of our workshops, and the difference that we like to make in people's lives.
I personally like working with grassroots organisations like Att10tive because they make a real impact to communities. They actually know the people, specifically young people, live in the communities, and they work with them, co-producing ideas and solutions. One of the core values Att10tive have is together we achieve more.
Montel is an infectious character who works day and night to make sure that Luton is as safe and inclusive place as it possibly can be. He's instrumental in bringing out the best in this community, and we thank Montel from the bottom of our hearts for doing everything he does in Luton.
Att10tive has made its mark on the lives of people from right across the town, changing lives for the better and building skills that people of all ages can take with them forever. This would not have been possible without our partners, our participants, and of course our sponsors, Luton Rising and Bedfordshire and Luton Community Foundation in particular. This has been the story of Att10tive.
Welcome, come along.